Would you stay with someone who cheated on you? Let's get into it. Several times, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a good reason. I really don't have a good reason, for all the reasons we think it's okay. And it's not like the person was trying to improve, honey, because they were not. But for all the reasons that we think that we have for like justifying why we need to stay with someone whose, behavior is bad, right? And they're behaving badly, it's not good, right? It's like, it's not good for you emotionally. It's not good for you mentally, spiritually. It's not good for you physically, right? So let me just say this. Yes, I had several people in relationships, long-term relationships, who actually cheated on me, right? One, I kind of got out of very quickly. And the other one, of course, y'all know I was married for a very long time. And that person, cheated on me several times within the marriage. Sometime in the beginning of the marriage and sometime at the end of the marriage. I don't think, and everybody's different. For me, I justified it by saying, this person was sick, this person, is a father of my children, right? I don't want to break up my family, all this bullshit, right? And let me just tell you that if it's not good for you, and if you're not trying to work, with a person and trying to get help, you need to think about this. In my personal opinion, you should really think about this. Is this the best thing for you, right? Is this really the kind of relationship that you want to be in long term? And it doesn't mean that the person is being like, maybe physically abusive, right? They could just be mentally and emotionally and spiritually, abusive because of their behavior, right? And I say that anytime there's this kind of behavior, then you want to watch out for that. This is truly a red flag. Now, I'm not gonna lie, because I was that person. And I have no good reason for staying in this relationship with this person. Other than I thought, I didn't want to break my family up. And then later on, of course, the person was ill. So that was my other justification. But let me tell y'all, you have to make up a decision for yourself, but don't make the wrong one, right? Because let me tell you, for me, I feel like I lost a lot of years. I wasted a lot of time. I could have been probably happier a long, long time ago. In the words of Mary J. Blige, I should have left that a long time ago, right? I should have left your ass a long time ago. And I wish I would have, right? I thought about it so many times. And I even attempted to do it, right? I attempted to let me pack up my shit and go, honey. Look, one time I even moved to a whole nother place, right? I took my kid and I moved to a whole nother place. And then, the sweet talking started to happen. And then, y'all, please do me a favor and do yourself a favor. Don't do the shit that I did. You know how they say in the church, honey, don't do what I do what I say. Let me tell y'all, in this situation, I'm telling you, don't do what I did, right? I believe that I wasted a lot of time in my life. And I made some horrible mistakes staying with a person who, one, I didn't think really loved me, and two, I was trying to prove myself to. I'm not gonna lie to myself, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was depressed. I was very depressed and unhappy. Now, whether or not I wanted to call it that, or whether or not I wanted to see it that way, I was depressed. I had been beaten down. I had been told I wasn't about anything. I was nothing. I was never going to amount to anything, that I wasn't good enough, right? But yet, on the outside world, I was striving, but in my household, shit was just crazy and falling apart. So I'm doing this video because I think it's important for people to understand. Can you move past cheating? Maybe, right? Only if both parties are really trying to get help and you can see some differences, some progress, that kind of stuff, right? But if it's the same old, over and over and over and over, honey, let it go. Move on. Don't waste, half of your life or most of your life in a relationship with someone who could give a shit about you, right? And who could care whether or not you're happy or unhappy, and all they really care about is whether or not they're happy, right? So would you stay with someone who cheats on you? You know, my recommendation is that, you know, you have to figure that out for yourself. But if you ask me, I would say no. You know, one time, you know, we get some counseling, some coaching, some help, and things are good. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, honey, don't do what I do. You know, in this case, the pastor is right, honey. Don't do what I do what I say. Don't do what I do. Okay, so let me recap really quickly. Do I think that people should stay in relationships after someone cheats on them? Not really. But I do believe that everybody gets to do what they want to do in life. And as long as you can see some progress, as long as there's some help, like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, then maybe this could work for you. But let me just tell you the flip side of that. And let's talk about me real quick. I am happy with the person that I'm in a relationship with now, right? I wish that I would have started this relationship a long ass time ago and not wasted my time on someone who was a repeat, hear me, a repeat cheater, right? And you know, a liar, and y'all know that lying is my number one deal breaker. So, and I always say that if someone cheated on me, they had to have lied to me. And in this case, you know, if the shoe fits, honey, just wear it. And the shoe was big. Let me tell you, it was big. So let me just say that, you know, if you really love someone and you want to try to work it out, you know, make sure that the other person is wanting to put in the work and do the time, and that you can see some progress. And if it's you, and if you are the one who cheated for whatever reason, right, and now you want another chance, then I would say, you know, put in the work, you know, show some progress, you know, because we all make mistakes. We're human and things happen, right? And that doesn't mean that we can't work them out. So I'm just saying that, you know, either way, you know, my thing is this: get some professional help, right? And if you're like me and you were suffering through depression or whatever that was, right, please watch the signs and get the help that you need, right? Even if you stay or don't stay, the most important part is that you're healthy in the relationship and that it's a healthy relationship. So if you can see that at the end of the tunnel, honey, then, you know, keep moving. Otherwise, you know, before the water comes and like floods and washes everything away, I don't know where that comes from, but anyway, before all that happens, you know, come up with an exit plan. Get your shit together, move on so that you can be like me, you know, after so many years in a very happy and healthy relationship.